today with Jimmy Lynn, VP of Partnerships and Strategic Development at AOL. Could you tell me a little bit about not only your work at AOL, but the nature of the philanthropic work that you're involved in?
Sure. So my first 11 years at AOL, I did business development and account management of our sports partnerships, NFL, NBA, NASCAR, MLB, golf, tennis. So we had a ton of sports partnerships, strategic relationships. So I managed those relationships for AOL, my team and I. So that was terrific. But at the same time, for the past 10 years, I started getting involved in philanthropy and nonprofits. Two of my mentors are Ted Leonsis and Mario Marino, who are two leaders in philanthropy. And they taught me the importance of it and giving back. So I've been involved, I've been mentoring a young man for 9 years now. Started as a freshman at Coolidge High School. I'm paying for his college tuition. He's a senior at Bowie State, 6th-year senior, so hopefully he'll graduate. So it's been great. So I've been working with individuals who's like a younger brother, and I work with 8 to 9 nonprofits here in DC.
Okay, great. And I see that you've actually received a number of awards: a City Year Idealist Award, Urban Empowerment Award from Europe.
Yeah, it's just crazy how it came about. So Europe is a fantastic organization. They work with kids 18 to 24 who come from less privileged background. They train them for 6 months and they go do an apprenticeship at a company. And 20 DC companies hire apprentices. So we had 12 apprentices last year, and the 6 we hired full time. So it's amazing, the kids do well and they want to make a difference, and here we are. So we're able to make a big change. So I was fortunate enough to get an Urban Empowerment Award from Europe in January of this year, and then City Year, and then just last month, Greater DC Cares had a class of change. They picked 10 rising leaders in philanthropy, and I was fortunate enough to be chosen. In all honesty, I don't really care about the award for myself. What I love about it, it raises the awareness of all the nonprofits I work with, as well as I bring my mentees with me, right? So I bring William, I bring Michael, and they come, they see like, this is what we're trying to change, we're trying to affect, and it's positive. And so it just, that to me is why it's good. It's so other people are aware of it,
right?
More aware of the different groups you work with.
Sure, no, that's great. So what are some of you also serve on a number of boards.
Yeah. I think I bit off a little more too. So I'm on the board of the Hoop Dream Scholarship Foundation, which is a fantastic group where, year 13, we've raised nearly $3 million. We've sent 950 DC have won scholarships. So Susie Kay's the founder. I went to school with her. And just it's great to see the change in that. And what's really cool is some of our former Hoop Dream students have graduated college. Now they're working for the foundation. So it comes full circle. So we actually have 3 to 5 now that are working full time. Then I'm on the board of, I work with an Asian American Lead, which is a terrific Asian youth development group, and that's part of the VPP portfolio, which Mario, he said, don't just donate, get involved. And so I just went and met with them, and now not only on the board, I'm their co-chair of the development committee. So I push. Okay. And I work with Capital Movement Project, Super Leaders, the Fosse Foundation, Europe. I've been doing some work with Nifty, America's Promise. So it all just,
you're keeping pretty busy.
Yeah, but you give, but you get back. Whatever you give, you get back way more.
Right. Well, what do you think is unique about sports philanthropy? Obviously, you have a real long background in working in the sports area, sports arena. What is it that you think is unique?
Well, I had this crazy dream 10, 12 years ago when AOL was taking off, and I first started getting involved. I'm like, is there a way that I can marry sports with technology leaders that have wealth and that benefits the underprivileged inner city urban kids? And that's like, can I try to create something like that? And it's actually played out. I mean, you look at the Lincoln Holdings group, Ted Leonsis and the group and his partners, Raul Fernandez and Jack Davies and Richard Fairbanks and John Kim. They're great, right? So they own the Caps and the Mystics and part of the Wizards and the Brighton Center, but they're also all leaders in philanthropy. It's great to see, and so the whole thing just really works. And so now what we're trying to do is how do we tap more into the leagues, different sports organizations, especially the athletes that care and want to give back.
But is there something specific about sports in general? Obviously, sports is something that tends to appeal to a pretty large group of people, if not across the board. So is there something particular about sports, maybe drawing in youth?
Well, I think for me the great thing is, like, the youth love sports, so it's a great to go and get high-profile athletes that You know, and each one has something that's special to them, whether some in their family had cancer, or some in their family had MS, or a tumor, you know, and they want to get involved. And when you get the athletes involved, it's great. And to me, there's no better example than Daryl Green. I mean, what he's done for this DC community is unbelievable. And he's been doing it for 20 years. And to see him being honored this year in the Hall of Fame induction ceremony and hearing his speech talking about the family and giving back, I mean, there's not a better role model. I mean, just a great role model. And it's great that you can then point out to the younger athletes and say, guys like Daryl and Art Monk, look what they're doing for the community. And you don't even know about half of what they're doing. I mean, because they do so much that's under the radar, but they've just clearly made a difference in this community. I mean, to hear Daryl talk about his Youth for Life Foundation, what he's created, it is just so powerful.